So the background to the Henry Rollins interview was just as funny, if not funnier, than the actual interview itself. I kind of knew what I was getting into. I mean, I knew that Henry wasn't going to do a song and dance for me. Probably wouldn't be able to get much of his attention or time. So I made a plan. At first, I had a list of questions, stupid questions I was going to ask him. And my friend Dave Blumenthal from the Dave Blumenthal podcast said, hey, Henry's a really serious guy. I don't know if he's going to want to joke around with you like that. God bless him for telling me this, because had I gone with that approach, I wouldn't even gotten him to stop. So I heard that Henry was playing at the Plaza Theater in Orlando, so I figured I'd go in the afternoon and try to see him. At the very least, go down there during sound checks, say, hey, it's Dave from Adrenaline O.D. I know he knows my band. He probably hates my fucking band, but I know he knows my band because we played with him before. So I went there about 1 in the afternoon, and it was like the coldest day of the year. It was fucking cold. And I'm waiting in the parking lot. His bus is out behind the place. So I know, he's probably sleeping on the bus, and this is going to be a waiting game. So I waited about an hour and a half, and finally Beefy King Roast Beef Sandwiches across the street was calling my name. So I was going to head out there and get some lunch. And I got in the car, and I started going outside the parking lot of the place. And in the rearview mirror, I saw what looked like an elderly lady walking towards the theater by where the bus was. And I know Henry's got white hair. I thought it might be him, but I wasn't really sure. So I figured, it doesn't hurt to just go and look. So I pulled the car around, and sure as shit, there he is. He's walking towards the bus, and he's wearing a gray sweatshirt, and he's all sweaty. And I pull my car up right in front. I literally cut him off so he can't even get to his bus, and jump out of the car really fast. I'm holding my phone, and he gives me this look like, okay, am I going to have to fight this dude? And the first thing I do is I say, Henry, it's Dave from Adrenaline O.D. And he goes, yeah. And I go, I got a podcast. I got this idea. I just want to get, it's the quickest interview you've ever done in your life. He's like, oh, what is it? I go, I just, do the build up. I'm here with Henry Rollins, blah, blah, blah. And I ask if I could call you Hank, and you say no. And that's the whole interview. It's like, all right. He's all grumpy. He's really pissed off. And he doesn't want to be out there. I don't know if he's cold. He must have just come from a big workout because he was so sweaty. And, I was happy he was at least stopping for me. So I got the interview. I got the one-word interview out of him. And I had brought for him a CD I made of the Misfits rehearsal I went to when I was like 14, back when they were learning some of the songs like Mommy, Can I Go Out and Kill Tonight? Me and Paul from A.O.D. happened to be invited to a Misfits rehearsal, and I was like one of the only people to tape it. So I made a recording because I knew he liked the Misfits. So I was like, hey, Henry, I got something for you. He goes, I don't care. And I was like, it's a Misfits recording that nobody's got. I made it specially. I don't care. And he just walks off to the bus. And the last thing I said was, thank you, Henry. Oh, he was so angry. But, I knew what I was getting into. So, it wasn't really surprising. And for people that wonder, is he a lot like his character that you see, all the time? Yes, he's totally like that. He's totally like that. But, I kind of wanted to hang out at least for a second and just, hey, dude, I'm one of your peers. I mean, I was in an 80s band. I seen Black Flag. I seen you sing for Black Flag before you were in the band. I could have brought that up, had a nice little second or two. I actually interviewed him when I was like 14 years old for cable TV when they played at Hitsville in Passaic, New Jersey. That's another thing I could have brought up. But nope. So I got the one word out of him. And it worked. So here's the questions that I didn't ask Henry because they're just as funny. Do you ever read your own books, or do you just listen to the audio versions? When you would get in the van in the Black Flag days, did you ever see a theremin? Did you start doing spoken word so you could finally wear a shirt? During those years of touring with Black Flag, did you guys watch a lot of Perry Mason? Because one of your members seems to love courtroom drama. Is Glenn Danzig ticklish? That would have got me punched. Would you ever consider doing a reunion with your original band S.O.A. For those of you who don't know, Henry's original band, Scared of Alcohol, was a huge influence on A.O.D. Do you ever sing Black Flag songs in the shower? In the Slip It In era, you had very luxurious hair. Any tips for our listeners? There you go. There's some of the crap I was going to throw his way, and luckily I'm still alive to tell this story. I do want to thank Mr. Warmth Henry Rollins for being on This Show Sucks and being a trooper. I appreciate it, Henry.